Japanese culture is really fascinating, but their genius is sometimes frightening. It is one of the oldest ancient Asian civilizations still standing, along with China and India. Talking about Japan requires a thinking in different words. Their delight for technology and love for video games and anime are just some of the most recognizable stereotypes. But beyond that, the Japanese are a real mystery to all of us who haven't had direct contact with them. This country is well known for its inventions. Some of them are strange, some are crazy, while others are in the middle. For example, when the selfie stick landed in the West, which caused so much mockery, in Japan it was already a popular consumer product. The Japanese are internationally known for their ingenious inventions that make life easier and more comfortable, although they often reach a very extreme level. Robot-driven stores. The Japanese love and passion for technology is making designs and advances in robotics more and more impressive. Japan is internationally known as the land of robots and all kinds of machines, which over time are increasingly replacing the activities and trades performed by humans. For example, in this temporary store, there are no cashiers or human helpers, but robots. Pepper, the name of this nice robot, will be responsible for answering questions and concerns of customers and advise them which is the best product they need. This kind of technological breakthroughs for the future are a real paradise for introvert people, since they do not have to interact with humans. Bachelor's cafeteria. People usually have addictions. One of the most popular and widely accepted addictions in the world is coffee. Millions of people can't go a day without a cup of coffee. And since drinking coffee has become a social activity, much like going to a bar to drink beer, people frequent coffee shops at any time of the day. The problem is that you don't always get company and going alone is a little embarrassing. But in Japan, the problem has been solved, as there are cafes that have found an excellent solution. Each customer is sat on a table with a toy doll, so no one feels alone while drinking and eating. Portable food blower. The Japanese are characterized by living a life on the edge as time is concerned. Don't get us wrong, there is no one in the world more punctual than the Japanese because complying with schedules is a way of showing respect to others. And because of the hustle and bustle they have to deal with every day, there is often no time to eat. But since eating is vital for human health, it was necessary to invent a quick way to prepare food and eat it in record time. It is for this reason that the pre-cooked food was invented and is ready in 3 minutes by just adding hot water. The problem is that you never know if the food may be too hot, so better bring your portable blower. Flower hair holder when you're having ramen. This popular invention has a direct relationship with the description of the previous object. Let's be honest, it's a nightmare to eat soup or noodles and that our Disney's fairy tale princess long hair ends up inside the dish, getting dirty and ruining our food. Then, in order to avoid this major inconvenience, Japanese avant-garde science and engineering designed a system that helps women's or men's hair stay put behind that big rubber flower and not end up getting into the food dish. Sleeping space capsules. In Japan, it is very common for people to take short, small naps in the afternoon, either after lunch or when they leave their offices and workplaces. This with the idea of recovering a little energy and doing more willingly what needs to be done the rest of the day. The problem is that the distances in this country are often very long, so moving from work to home to take a short nap is not a good idea, as it would waste a lot of time on the road. That's why they designed special rooms in certain hotels so that people could rest like if it was a space capsule. Liberation wrapper. One of the best pleasures of being a man is not having as much modesty to eat as a woman has. But the situation is complicated if that woman is Japanese, because in that country, cleanliness and decency are a natural part of their culture. That's why eating a huge hamburger for which you have to open your mouth widely and get dirty with sauces was not something that sympathized very much with women, because many times they are ashamed of doing this and prefer not to order them. Trying to solve this problem, the owners of a hamburger restaurant found out and decided to wrap their big, juicy hamburgers in napkins that hide what's really going on behind them. Diagonal zebra crossing. Many people know the bitter situation that when you are walking on the street and you feel the need to cross a diagonal intersection, but you cannot do so, because it is a traffic violation and it is also dangerous. So what do you do when you're in a hurry to get to a work appointment and the street is crowded with people waiting for the traffic lights to go red so you can cross from one side to the other? Well, there's nothing more to do than wait and run as soon as the pedestrian light turns green. Although you can also go to live in Japan, which in many of its big cities, due to the large number of passers-by, there are streets that have diagonal crossings.